Nwabueze, it's great to have you on the show today. And maybe we should just start, first of all, by getting a perspective on the WDAS auction today. We did see the central bank sell $250 million on Monday. Can you just run through the results for today?
Hi, Wole. Good to be here. The WDAS for today was 200 million. Some reduction was offered compared with Monday. Rate stayed flat at 155.78. Demand was same as well as so overall a good week for the central bank. Came out on Monday with increased amount of offer to stem whatever weakening that might have happened in the naira and to show face of capacity to meet the demand. They came out today also slightly increased offer on a week-on-week basis compared to the previous week, but keeping the naira stable. And I think on the auction front, it must have been a very good week for the central bank today.
And in the interbank market, can you just run us through that? We're seeing the naira strengthening to 157.40 or thereabout.
Yeah, naira gradually actually gained strength because of the 3 trading days so far for this week. Opened the week at about 157, 70 levels, and closing at 157, about 157.40. Lackluster demand at the WDAS window is relatively seen as stable. Demand at the interbank window is a bit not on that very high side. Well, maybe, I mean, countered by inflows from the oil majors and external flows also. That really has kept the currency within a very tight range. I mean, it's amazing that the naira has not weakened up to 158 for this week so far, and really there's nothing looking like it's going to push it to those levels. I actually think that there'll be a gain overall on the week for the currency, and albeit maybe ending in a worst case scenario on a flat basis for this week.
Izzy, let's talk about something that could weaken the currency. At least some people are projecting it could. And of course, I'm sure you know that we did see those power companies up for sale yesterday. Well over $600 million is what investors are going to pay. And speaking to an analyst yesterday, he suggests that most of that money is going to be raised locally. So what impact do you anticipate this could have, for instance, first of all, on the interbank market? I'm talking about the money market here, and of course on the currency, the naira, since most of this money has to be paid in dollars.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it depends on what the dynamics of the way those bidders for the power sectors. It depends on how they choose to raise their funds. Overall, I think they would want to consider the least costs, either locally or offshore. So there's nothing cast in stone to say that they would rather want to do it locally. Depends on whatever best pricing that they would get. But even if they choose to do it locally, definitely you're going to get some pressure in the interest rate window. And overall, since most of these funds would actually in some way or the other have some use for foreign exchange, you would see some pressure coming on that window. I agree with that one on the front. But on the flip side, we actually think that you will continue to experience some flows coming into the currency. We think overall the demand levels that you're seeing in terms of currency end user demand, we do not really think that there's going to be any significant shift from the levels that we're seeing so far. Like so those that bump might come into the utilization and might want to act to weaken the currency. But if you look at the fact that some flows are obviously going to come into the currency, the reserve level is actually building strength. Those factors are still going to encourage flows into the currency, and whatever slight weakening that you might see, I'm not of the opinion that it's something that's going to begin to cause any sort of concern for the traders or for the market.
Can we expect that the central bank would provide dollars for this? Is that reasonable, or do you think that they will expect to raise that money in the interbank market or offshore?
So I mean, I think if whatever the central bank has to do to ensure some form of price stability will be done, either allowing the money to be raised locally or offshore. But like I said, there's really, I don't if I look at the whole contract on the overall, I don't think there's any restrictions per se to say you can do whether you should do it locally or offshore. I think you look at from the end of the people that are sitting down there making those decisions, and they would obviously be looking for whatever way is going to give them least funding. I think offshore might actually put some attraction with the fact that Fed is doing so much of easing,
right.
The central banks are doing so much of easing. You really have so much flows there that might pose some good value for you to do funding offshore.
Okay, fair point there. Thank you so much, Eze. We look forward to speaking to you again sometime soon. Nwabueze Okonne, currency trader at UBA, giving us a perspective on the naira.